Have you ever accidentally found someone you know on Reddit? Who was it to you? Once I made a meme and posted it on Reddit, then a couple hours later one of my friends sent it in our group chat. It was pretty hard not to take credit to stay anonymous. My oldest son got me involved in Reddit years ago. I knew he was a Redditor, obviously, but I had no idea what his username was. He would occasionally email me to let me know he had read one of my top comments and would talk about it, so this way I couldn't find his username. In April, my son passed away. I was able to figure out what his username was, and I looked up all his post comments. It was like being able to talk to him again. It was like a gift, a treasure. Reading his words was like listening to him think things through. I discovered my son. It made me cry, and am crying now just thinking about it. But it was a real gift. I ran into a friend of mine. I thought it was him based on a common interest sub he posted in, and his username gave him away. He didn't know the Reddit account was mine. I had fun texting a conversation with him while also replying to his post. He started using my talking points from our text conversation as replies to me in our Reddit thread. It was fun as hell watching how ideas spread. My husband found mine because of a snarky comment I made in our provincial subreddit. It got a couple thousand upvotes, and someone in our Discord server posted the link without realizing it was me. Husband read the comment, apparently immediately thought it sounded like me when I was in a scathing mood, and went to the profile. He said he only needed to see the pictures of my fish and our cats to confirm it was me, and then he felt like Batman Elmo. Yes, kinda. This was like 67 years ago, and it caused so much drama in my workplace. I was browsing Reddit on my homepage just before the workday started in the office. As I'm scrolling, I see a full picture of a guy that works out of the office, but not full-time, and his girlfriend. It was posted to the cringe subreddit. The person who had posted it had titled it to imply they were strangers, and it was supposed to be funny because he was awkwardly standing there and he looked like a nerd or something and had his hand awkwardly hovering on her shoulder. It had thousands of upvotes. Lots of people in the comments were calling him ugly virgin neckbeard, etc. I told my colleague, who was his best friend, because someone had to have taken the image from his personal Facebook page. Turns out the person who posted a picture of himself and his long-term girlfriend and lied about the context of the picture for karma was actually one of his good friends. The guy in the photo was in the office that day and actually went home in tears. He had to be told though, since he needed to know who was taking his images and putting them on there. It really opened my eyes up to how many random photos as posted with people just trusting the context from the poster. I've had the opposite where a friend has shared posts with me that I made. That was funny. Yep, stumbled upon my math teacher's Reddit because of his unique username he uses everywhere. Found out he's big into knitting and cat memes. Can't look at him the same way in class now, especially when he's all serious about equations. I found my husband's. Not one damn embarrassing post or comment. He's exactly the person he presents himself to be. God, I love him. Saw a picture of some dude highlining in our slackline. One was walking the line, the other was mooning him. I scrolled past, but felt I recognized both guys and went back to it. It was two of my best friends. One hungover New Year's Day, I did a double take at this post old.reddit.com crappy design commence age 2 thiskless when viewed from top down, which made, thinking wow, those really look like my friends. And that looks like one of my drinking glasses. Turns out it was posted by someone who had attended by NYE party the night before. The glasses we use have a small air bubble in the bottom, and not all of them are sealed, so they fill up with soap and never look clean. The person who had posted it looked down and thought that there was a pill in the bottom of their glass. I found my cousin's Reddit account one day when he posted a picture. In the background, I spotted his mom, my aunt. He posted a picture of something that I don't remember. He's into furry porn. My sister, a couple of my friends and one cousin. After confirming they're who I suspect via post history, they get a RES tag, and they automatically get an upvote or downvote whenever I see them in the wild. Haven't spoken to my cousin in over a decade, and he's still an obnoxious little shit. I found my boyfriend. He talks about Star Wars and space just like he does at home. Yes, I had been researching tattoo ideas and saw a very distinctive tattoo on a subreddit. Completely unrelated, I ended up going on a date with a girl from a dating app. We get to talking, she shows me a pic of her recent tattoo and wait a minute, I've seen that. To which she immediately gets embarrassed and mumbles something about not looking up any of her other posts. She had an OnlyFans lol. Hilarious way to find that out. And no, I'm not going to fucking link it, don't bother asking. My sister once has asked me if this one Reddit account was mine. I said yay, an old one, and that's when I got this new account. I found my coworkers of page, she doesn't really advertise it and it's feet content only. I recognized the picture cause the background has my chair in the corporate office. My husband and I ran into each other on a specific dog breed page after he replied to my comment about the evolution of our dog's nickname. We didn't realize right away, but at dinner I was talking about the coincidence and he realized it was him that commented. Even the internet is a small world. Yo, saw my ex-boyfriend from a million years ago. He made it to the front page with something that was just identifiable enough that I looked at his profile and it was him. Weirdly, in a totally unrelated incident, I saw a guy posting who just reminded me so strongly of his brother that I deep-dived his profile and it was him. They are both very popular Redditors. And both total dicks. Found a girl I went to HS with on here posting full nudes busting it open for internet strangers and talking about how her ex-husband saying she's gonna ruin her toddler's life with it. Made me sad for her. I worked in a doctor's office and became pretty good friends with one of the doctors I worked for. He would talk about Reddit every once in a while and one day eventually sent me a link to a medical Reddit thread where he was arguing back and forth with other doctors. It was a long thread and there was a lot of arguing back and forth, but I eventually figured out his username because it was similar to his IG handle. I made the mistake of clicking his profile and found out he commented in a bunch of kinky sex posts and had very specific fetishes. Lol. I don't work there anymore, but I still love the guy and always chuckle to myself when I talk to him.